Well, we're going to watch Shirley Block at the board meeting today. I just turned it on. I don't have the equipment I used to have. I'm in the state of transition right now in terms of my blogging. But we're going to make do with the equipment we have to try to continue blogging Trimet. I'm never going to stop blogging Trimet. So we're going to watch Shirley Block at the board meeting. Now, we already know that Shirley's not the greatest public speaker, and Bruce wasn't a great public speaker either. So let's try to remember that Shirley is not $180,000 a year executive who was groomed for the executive class of people. She comes out of the blue-collar working class of Trimet. So let's forget about her style and her lack of pizzazz, but let's listen to her content, okay? Listen to the content of what she's going to say here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good. My name is Shirley Block, president of ATU 757. I am a former 34 years plus employee at Trimet. Worked as a mini-run operator, full-time operator, fair inspector, supervisor, and field ops coordinator. I came because
I would say that makes her very qualified. Did you hear all the positions she had there? Makes her very qualified to understand the inner workings of Trimet, the nuts and bolts part. She's as qualified as anybody in the agency.
Before you today to present my concerns after taking office, the treatment my team has experienced from Trimet. Instead of working together collectively trying to resolve issues, Mr. McFarland continues to push back. A prime example was just last month during a medical meeting. When we arrived, I was pulled out of the room by Randy Stedman and told Mary and John was not welcome.
Okay. Okay, this is what we're dealing with, okay? This is what we're dealing with, okay? I don't know what we're going to do about these Trimet apologists out here. They don't want to see anything that distorts their unicorns and rainbows vision of Trimet. But this is the reality. These are the kind of people that won't let the vice president of the union and the treasurer of the union into a meeting. Okay, where do you go with these kind of people?
Clearly, enough room was in that room. We came in willing and ready to clear the path and move forward for the employees in the company and work together collectively for the best interests of everybody. I just want to say I am prepared to go out to the community if it means knocking on doors, spending time with our politicians, going to media, and getting other local unions involved to get the word out to the public how Neil McFarland is disrespecting this local and treating his employees. I know for a fact they didn't want me in office the way the campaign team was treated compared to the freedom of my opponents was given.
Yeah, we know that she's not lying about this, okay? We know that they gave Dan a whole office and gave him complete run of all the sign-ups so he could politic, and Bruce was all over the place. We know that this is no lie, folks. He's telling the absolute truth.
But for the board and for Trimet, I am here and I plan on staying.
All right.
I am willing to return to the board with accomplishments or with opposition. I would prefer the accomplishment, but that's your decision. Clearly, I don't plan to go away. Take this away from the frontline employees and takeaways from the frontline employees and putting harm in harm's way has to stop. If Mr. Stedman thinks he can continue to deny and transcribe the contract the way he believes it is for him, for his benefit. Retirees cannot even go into the company with their badges after they've worked. Some employees have worked there 40, 50 years and retired and don't even have the respect to enter into the property when we know with today's technology you can address a small area that they can go in and at least associate, look at the report boards, or do something.
No, they don't want. They don't want anybody in there rabble rousing. Okay, this is the fascist Trimet that I keep talking about. That the apologists refuse. They do not. They will not admit that it exists. Well, don't listen to me. You listen to her.
Just to lock them out is totally disrespectful. The new fare system, no one has talked to the retirees about that. These folks deserve respect. And that's what I have to say.
Okay, well, we as I said in the beginning here, she's not the greatest public speaker, but she's drawing the line there and she's making herself known. Don't get an impression of Shirley based on her public speaking skills, okay? This is going to be a tough customer, and she's got all the right people behind her, so you ain't going to get away with shit, Neil, this time.